Colonial lines were drawn on the map, a commemoration of their empires and divisions of their colonies. The construction of borders upholds a global system of apartheid, maintaining colonial power and control. Fueled by fascism, the racist xenophobic system consistently rejects displaced peoples and criminalizes their movements. Dehumanization and alienating immigrants as a threat to the country's identity and safety further incites hostility directed towards them. And the willfulness to remain apathetic is rationalized through us versus them, an immunity to suffering that is tied to the genealogy of displacement, the interconnectedness of capitalism, colonial extractivism, and othering through exoticism and orientalism. Presented as the other or the enemy, their rights to live are denied. Rejected from borders which maintain white supremacy and hegemony, they are reduced to objects of contention and documents. While the West enforces population control for a superior and pure society, their capitalist governments and businesses remain fervent in extracting from the countries they have destroyed. Beyond state borders, imperialist exertion also externalizes through aid and trade agreements. An estimate of 120 million people are forcibly displaced by natural disasters, genocides, and wars. Poverty, climate change, wars, and genocides originate from colonialism and capitalism. These displaced bodies embody trauma, colonial and capitalist violence. They are silenced, reduced to anonymity and uncertainty. Denied of their home and culture, immigrants are suspended amongst the pressures of cultural assimilation. We look at the massacres happening now in Palestine, Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, Ethiopia, Myanmar, Syria, India, Armenia, Ukraine, amongst many other countries. People are constantly fighting for their existence and liberation. Meanwhile, capitalist governments and businesses continue to support killing people. While governments invest in military regimes to suppress people across the world, they create phantasms against immigrants amongst their citizens. Using inflammatory and racist language to maintain hatred against people of color, while white supremacist lynch mobs in Britain, for example, are labeled as pro-British marches. Borders permit mobility to enter or impose containment. Selective inclusion is based on the displaced person's potential to be commodified for cheap labor, admitted only to be annihilated within hostile liminal spaces of systemic segregation. There is a strong refusal to bear witness to violence and oppression imposed onto displaced bodies.